What's up, y'all? This is Zoya. Today I'm with Rising Star and we're gonna play a little card game called Rising Thoughts. Let's get it. First card says trust.
What can someone do to gain your trust?
Ooh. Be reliable. So I think it's reliable and consistent. So I think it's not something you can do just once and like, oh, okay, now you got my trust forever. It's more of a like, if you've been consistently proven to be a trustworthy person, I'm gonna trust you. Same thing for me. I would hope my friends would hold me to the same high standards type thing.
And when you hear the term trust the process, what does that mean to you?
To be consistent. Once again, like to trust in the process and knowing there's gonna be ups and downs. That's not just one solid win and then you're good forever for the rest of your life. It's like you're gonna go up and then you're gonna fail a bit, you're gonna go back up and then another kink in a row, and you trust the process because you're gonna get to, and every time you look back and you look at everything you've been through, like it's easy to go through life day after day and be like, oh, it's just a series of problems. And then you look back a year, you know, in the future, you look back at the last year and you're like, wow, we've done so much, you know what I mean?
And
that's always how it feels.
Problems are like nothing to you.
You kind of forget about the problems you have on a day-to-day. You know what I mean? Oh, my coffee was cold this morning. I was mad as hell. But hey, you know, I'm never going to remember the fact that this morning coffee was cold. But like this interview, forever. Forever.
That's what we want to hear.
Fear.
What's your biggest fear?
Ooh. Y'all really making me like confess in the
You're
morning.
comfortable. This is your therapy session?
10 a.m.? Whew. The unknown. Might be a little corny, but like the unknown. Like the thing that stresses me out the most is when I'm not in control and like I don't know what's about to come. Then you kind of like, you don't know what to brace for. So that's a little scary in general. You know, having to take a leap of faith without knowing if you're gonna embarrass yourself, fail. All these things can be a little scary. But I like to think I'm a pretty courageous person.
And how do you channel fear and express fear through your music?
Oh, wow. Never thought about that one. I mean, my music is deeply, inherently emotional to start with. So it is fueled by emotions. I can't think of many songs that were like fueled by fear. It's mostly like hope or like pure joy and happiness or sadness. Sadness is a big fuel provider. I don't know. I think I would highlight courage in a song if I was to talk about fear. So I would go like, I wouldn't be like, I'm scared of this thing. I would be like, I would like manifest my own like, yo, we're pushing type thing.
Nice.
We got some music coming soon. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Next card.
Joy.
What's your go-to feel-good song?
Oh, I just discovered this TikTok song. Give me a second. It's like da 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 da. It's the same girl that said Skinny Love. You guys know Skinny Love?
Right, yeah.
Well, it's a cover.
Yeah, the cover. It's
yeah.
The cover.
You remember that? Like it kind of went viral. I'll find it. I think you're right. I think it might be Birdie. It is. But all that to say, we can find it. But like all that to say, I remember hearing it like on a inspirational like travel video, and I was like, this is a good ass song. Like this is a good ass snippet. And I remember thinking like, cause usually like, especially TikTok sounds can be like almost like designed to just be good for that. It's like a moment, it's like a big crescendo, and then the rest of the song doesn't really matter. And I remember thinking that one was like really good. Keeping your head up, it has to be that.
We just wait to put it on the video.
Yeah, we'll put it on the video, don't worry.
That shit. Keeping your head up. Super catchy.
Super catchy.
So, joy.
Keep your head up.
Yeah, keep your head up.
And also about joy. When was the last time you experienced pure joy?
Oh,
What
wow.
happened?
Yesterday, I was at rehearsal with my whole squad. We was getting ready, and I was like, wow, my band is really like super fucking good. Like they're so good, and they just like amplify my music so much. And I was like, wow. Like it's one of those things I was talking about fear earlier. A show can be stressful, but when you do rehearsal, when you're ready, it's kind of like what is it to be anxious about? So yeah, yesterday I was really happy.
Good.
Yeah.
There you go. You got it. Where's the card?
Anger.
We knew it was coming. What makes you angry?
I get angry at myself for being lazy in general or procrastinating. So I'll get these moments, fuck, just do your, like, fuck, I could have done that, like, yeah. Yeah, sometimes I just have to let it out. I'm not an angry person. It's really hard for somebody else to get to me. So, like, you'll try to insult me or, like, get to me. You can't win at that game with me. Like, you can't get me angry. It's really hard to get me angry. I think I try to keep myself in check.
What advice would you give to someone who's having a hard time channeling their anger in a healthy way?
Oh, yoga, maybe meditation, like talking with friends. I think like a lot of people that I know to be angry, it's like it's an accumulation. Yeah, it's built up inside. So I think people that don't have working out also, like tire yourself a bit, let that energy out. I think most of the time people that are really angry, it's like pent up and like it was built up inside. You don't have like an avenue or a path to let it out. So yeah, talk about your feelings with your friends and go work out. Just burn energy a bit. Oh, exactly.
Nice. Next one.
Sadness.
When was the last time you felt sad?
Yesterday.
You going through the waves.
Yeah. I think I'm an emotional person in general. That's one thing I realized about men. Like, I've been going through stuff like in the last year where I've had like sad moments and it's really hard for me to cry. Like I rarely ever cry, and it's not because I'm not sad. It's really like I can remember as a child stuff that would make me cry so easily and I'd be mad at myself for crying. Toxic masculinity, all that good stuff. But like now, as a man, like as a grown-up adult, like it's hard for me to like channel to like just go into tears. It's super hard. The only thing that really makes me cry is like movies. I watched The Whale. Y'all seen The Whale?
What happens to the whale?
Ooh!
Tell us the plot. Bring us.
Nah, I can't spoil it. But yeah, yesterday I was a little sad. What was I even sad about? I don't even remember. I just remember having that thought like, I think it'd be a lot easier if I could cry. But I'm not. I don't feel like crying. Like it's not something that'll come naturally. Music too. Music is pretty good at like getting the sadness out of you at times.
That's my next question.
I put sadness in my music. I said it earlier, but like the sadness I feel, music to me is really like journaling. It's something that I've discovered about myself. I started journaling, like I bought a nice book and a nice pen, and I was like, I'll be like purposeful with it, I'll be intentful with it, I'll write down my thoughts. And I was like, I write 4 songs a week where I like vomit all my feelings onto a page and like scream it to the world. So like I've been journaling for like, I didn't realize, but writing music is journaling.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Anything really. Mm-hmm. Next card.
2 truths, 1 lie. My sister was born on the same day as me. Same. Not a different day. Same. Me and Jab meet. We tight. What's up, bro? And my first ever show was a sold out one.
Good. You did it.
Did I lie? I say the truth.
What is real?
Who knows? What is real? Where are we? What is this?
Is this real life?
We'll never know.
I guess we'll never know.
Okay, well, the public's gonna guess that one since I caught you.
Next one? Next one?
Yeah.
Surprise.
Surprise. What was the last thing that shocked you?
I realized that my boy Lunas was in a music video for Azealia Banks' 212. Is that it? 212. No. You want to? No. Y'all remember that shit? It's like a song that I had like a super early like MP3 player ass song that I downloaded without knowing who the artist was, and then that's how I discovered Azealia Banks, like weird house rap thing, and I was like, whoa, this is fire. And then 10 years later, I'm watching a music video, and Lunas, my boy, somebody who I've collaborated with and worked with, and who's like a big, OG of the game here in Montreal, if you know, a big producer, was just like casually dancing in the video that I had discovered 10 years earlier. So I was like, it was one of those moments. It's like, what? What? So I guess that was surprising. Shout out to Lunas, man.
And have you you ever thrown someone a surprise party, or have you ever been thrown a surprise party?
Oh, wow. No. Honestly, no. Like, I've never had like a, oh, you walk in your place and like...
Would you like someone to throw you a surprise party?
That's a good question.
Can you tell into the camera to the,
Yeah.
to the person?
Say their name.
I would love for somebody to throw a surprise party for me.
Why has no one ever
Why has no one ever thought? Nah, for real, I'm pressure. I remember feeling the pressure with gifts and stuff like that. I remember feeling the pressure of like, you always have to like keep it hidden. I remember like with my exes and stuff like that, you really want to, when it's like, you don't really, it doesn't always have to be a surprise. It can be like, yo, bro, it's your birthday. We all know your birthday. Like, it's once a year. We know it's next weekend. We're not going to act like, oh, is something going to, oh, fuck. You just made me realize it wasn't a surprise party, but the first gold plaque I ever had, I knew my Start Over just went gold, right? And I knew the record had went gold, but they still pulled up at my show in Toronto. My team pulled up and like cut the track and like presented the plaque to me. And it was like a total surprise, which in hindsight doesn't make sense because like I knew for a fact that we had it. So I don't know why they got me, but that's definitely as surprised as it gets, like in terms of like somebody doing a surprise thing for me. That's as surprised as it gets for me. But once again, like for birthdays, for like getting your partner, significant other gifts, like you can go to the store and be like, yo, babe, what do you want? Yo, there's these things, I'll get this thing for you, and then bring it to the person, and it's still like a kind and generous and like cool thing to do, even though like, I remember so many times I tried to like hide the stuff when it's like, you gave me something on my birthday. Yeah, it's Christmas. Yeah, you got something.
I can't believe
you know, can't believe it. I would've known. Who would've thought? Who would've thought?
The next card.
Photo.
So, I'm going to show you a photo.
Oh, shit. They went and got the first photo shoot.
First photo shoot. What can you tell us about this, Zoya?
I was doing my thing, you know, and that's actually, it might be a cover for a song I made with Jake, the homie Jake. Shout out Jake. We're at Jake's studio right now, something like Kite Studio. That was the high top days too. That was a good time. If you've been following my stuff since the beginning, this is the time, or this is a period of time in which I made Who Dat. And that's why I said hair in the air like Bart. Like, it doesn't make sense anymore. So if you know, you know. If you don't know, you're like, what the fuck is he talking about? But in Who Dat, I said hair in the air like Bart. And my song kind of blew up, or like locally had some success like almost a year later. So by the time I posted it, my hair locked already, so it stopped making sense. But in that time, that was a, you know, hair in the air like Bart Zach. So, you know, a little trivia for the ones who want to know, you know.
And what advice would you give to your younger self that you wish you would have known then?
You said something in the beginning about trusting the process. Mm-hmm. I would say something like that. I wouldn't say much. You know, I'd be so scared to like change the butterfly effect, to like change the course of events. Yeah. I think I'm in a good place right now. I could be in a better place. Like there's so many ifs in life, and I could be in a worse place, or I could just be in a different place. There's no better place than the place where you're at right now. There's no other universe where you would have been more or less successful, more or less happy, where your relationships would have worked better, where the world would have stopped or not stopped. Like, there's no way to predict anything. So I would say, you're doing a good job, kid.
Little pat on the back.
Yeah.
Little pat on the back.
No, I wouldn't even approach him. That's how scared I would be to like change the course of events. You never know. Pat him on the back. You're like, oh, doing a good job. And then younger Zoya is like, man, I am doing a good job. Let me like sit on my, and then, exactly.
Yeah, you can't let that happen.
Yeah.
Well, good thing you didn't meet your own self.
It's all thought out. Yeah, that's
He's waiting out there. We're going to invite him in, but if you don't want us to.
Oh.
Next card, please. 25 girls in my mansion, 25K in the bank. Money not an issue.
that's crazy because every time I see like, you know, like how Nardwuar would like say lyrics to somebody and they'll be like, oh, what is that? And I'm like, bro, this is your lyrics. You should definitely know. And now I'm like, I know this from the Days Off series. I know this is Coon, I'm not mistaken, right? Not Coon, by the way. A lot of people got messed up by that. Shout out Black History Month, you know what it is? But it's Coon like I think is the producer, the French producer, Kun, if I'm not mistaken. Shout out to him. Because it's a Bugo beat. Shout out Bugo. Bugo my guy, Bugo my day one. That's who we started with. He produced every single song of that Days Off series. Yeah, I really like that phase of I was really in my rap bag in those days. It was kind of like unreleased music that I had done that we couldn't release because we would have to clear the samples or it was a weird like gray area. That's sad, honestly. Like I wish the music industry was more of a Far West, like we could kind of post anything. But then again, if I was to reverse that to me, I make money, exactly, like I make money off of claiming. Like if somebody could take my biggest hit and just be like, this is mine now, start collecting money, I wouldn't be cool with that. But then again, there's something about art that it's meant to be, especially music, it's meant to be shared, it's meant to have a back and forth. I miss the days where you could like sample stuff and create like beautiful art. Just also like, it's not easier, especially for rappers, to like, it's not because you have like, you know, drum lists. There's a big conversation about drum lists these days. Shout out Nick Craven. Where it's like, it's a lot of sample-based music. But it's not like it's easier for the producer or the rapper that makes music on top of that to like deliver in that moment. Like he didn't take an easy route. You take something and then you amplify it, you change it, you transform it to something new. So shout out to sampling.
Shout out to sampling. I have another lyric for you. Read a book and taste the knowledge. Write a book and face your mileage.
Read a book and taste the knowledge. Write a hook, your face demolished. Man, I was talking about shit back in the day, man. And once again, like I couldn't even continue the rap. That's how far in my memory that is. Read a book and taste the knowledge. Face your hook, face demolished. No, Stevie told me. Is that what I said?
Close.
No. Fuck. What is it? Ride or die. Julie told me. Yeah. Shout out Julie. Yes. Julie's Giuliano, by the way, not Julie. I mean, same, but, you know. Damn! No, the bar is better than me. Fuck. So that is, so that's a SoundCloud beat, right? How do you find these? Are they like on YouTube?
We're Rising Star.
Yeah,
We're Rising Star?
Yeah, we're Rising Star.
That's right. Yes, because. Yeah. Oh wow. What to say about it? That was a song that's so old that I was sitting in Rouen when I wrote that. And it was called originally like Tale of the Broken like something, a long ass winded ass title. And I changed it when I dropped it on either SoundCloud or YouTube. Fuck, what's the title? Despair! Fuck! Despair. Okay, so yeah, it was just kind of like
long title into one word.
Exactly. It's kind of like the grittiness of like I was still working fast food. Like I was with my homies when I had once again dollar to our name. We just kind of struggling, but there's a comfort, especially like I was 17, so it's like you're not supposed to be balling yet or like established or accomplished. Huh?
You might be doing bad things if you're balling it.
Yeah, you might be doing bad things. I wasn't though. Full disclosure, Mom, I was really good. But yeah, that I remember that as that's a very fond memory. I look back very fondly at that time. It was just kind of like discovering what rap could do for me. It was very exciting. It was the world of like, wow, I'm moving to Montreal. To me, it was a big city. I'm moving to the big city and we're gonna do great things. Like, I was naive in a beautiful way. Like the world was, the possibilities were endless. Ignorance is bliss. So that's the other side of the unknown. It can be very scary, but it's also super exciting. And I think anxiety and excitedness or like being excited is one and the same thing. You know what I mean? It's just are you anxious or are you super excited about that thing? It's kind of one and the same thing in my opinion. So yeah, beautiful times. Wow.
Think of, the theater things like the two masks, the like happy and sad mask.
Yeah.
That's what you make me think of.
Yeah. It's kind of one of those, yeah.
So, like,
100%. Yeah. Sad and happy, scared and Super pumped.
All of them.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Gang.
Baby.
Gang. Good job.
Huh?
This was Rising Thoughts with Rising Star. And you got a rising star right here.